After being framed time and again by the imposter who took my place, my parents kicked me out. I starved to death on the cold streets of the city. In the afterlife, the arbiter reviewed my file, his brow furrowing as he looked over my mortal record. You were set up multiple times. Why didn't you defend yourself? I did, I said, choking back tears. I told them the truth, but no one believed me. The arbiter signed a document with a flourish. If no one believed you, then let's make her speak the truth herself. I'm giving you a second chance. Good luck. A wave of dizziness hit me, and suddenly, I was back. Back to the day my biological parents finally brought me home. Only this time, I had a truth system installed in my rival. Jessica, the girl who had been raised in my place, saw me walk through the door. She smiled sweetly and started to say, "Sister, I've been looking forward to meeting you." But her tongue twisted, and what actually came out was, "Damn it, they actually found this trash. I need to figure out a way to make Mom and Dad kick her out onto the street." Jessica clamped her hands over her mouth in panic. The entire room went silent. Every eye landed on her. Good, Jessica, I thought, suppressing a smirk. Let's see how you act your way out of this one. My parents, Richard and Martha Vance, stared at her, eyes wide with disbelief. Jessica, what has gotten into you? You never use foul language. We raised you to be a Vance, a lady of high society. How can you curse like a sailor? My chest tightened. The point of her sentence was that she wanted to manipulate them into disowning me. Yet, they completely ignored the malice. They didn't care that she wanted me gone. They didn't care that she called me trash. They only cared that their carefully cultivated perfect daughter had slipped up on her etiquette. Thinking back to my past life, to how easily they bought into her lies, I realized something. They weren't just blind. They just didn't care about me. Jessica quickly pivoted, putting on her best wounded doe expression. I don't know what happened. I couldn't control my mouth just now. Those weren't my thoughts. Daddy, Mommy, I don't know if I should say this, but the moment Alara walked in, I felt this dark, heavy energy. My parents turned to me, their gazes instantly hardening into disgust. Alara, what kind of voodoo did you learn out in that backwater town? How dare you use it on your sister? Listen to me. Now that you are a Vance, you will follow our rules. Leave that low-class garbage behind. We brought you back not expecting you to bring us glory, but the least you can do is not embarrass us. My biological brother, Tyler, rubbed his chin thoughtfully. Jessica started acting strange the second Alara arrived. She must have brought something unclean into the house. We need a cleansing. I won't feel safe sleeping under the same roof otherwise. I shook my head frantically. I didn't bring anything. Jessica just accidentally spoke her mind. They ignored me. Richard immediately called up the family's spiritual advisor, a man named Brother Thomas. Thomas was a regular grifter who knew exactly which side his bread was buttered on. He exchanged a subtle glance with Jessica before putting on a solemn face. Miss Alara is indeed carrying a dark attachment. This entity cannot be removed by prayer alone. It requires physical expulsion. Since the entity has targeted Miss Jessica, she must be the one to wield the instrument. She must strike Miss Alara 81 times with a leather whip to drive the spirit out. Without a second thought, my parents ordered the staff to tie me up. Jessica picked up the whip. Her eyes gleamed with venomous delight. "I'm so sorry, Alara. I'm only doing this for your own good." She giggled, a triumphant sound, and raised her arm to strike. But as the whip came down, her mouth betrayed her again. "Look at this. Mom and Dad always take my side. I say you're cursed, and they let me beat you. In this house,